Sunday night, Tracky talks bollocks.
Hi girls and guys, it's MrTrakky and we're on the right track. Guys, welcome to episode 20 of the Real Life Show. Today's episode I'm going to talk about people's certain thought processes, especially mine, and a few fun memories to go with them. So, as I've explained in several videos, I've touched upon the death of my father and how it had such a major bad effect on my life and me as a person in general. Now I've been going to counselling. I've had my 4th session now, and it's something that I thought I'd share with you guys. One thing that has been made very clear is that I tend to hold on to negative factors a lot longer than I should, and I forget to look at the positives of things that have happened. What I'm getting at here is there was a lot of doom and gloom around losing my dad for the obvious reasons. I lost my father, never being able to see him in the flesh again, and I know a lot of people say, oh, he's here in spirit, but sometimes I feel like that's just not enough, and just one more embrace would be, it would be out of this world really. But I know that's not going to happen, and that's where the realism has started to set in, and I've started feeling a lot more like myself lately, especially due to a number of things in my life starting to go down the right track as such, pardon the pun, and I'm starting to have a lot more of a positive outlook on my life in general, especially with things that have haunted me for so many years. Perfect example is losing my father, and I've been just going down memory lane as such, and this is something that I spoke about with my counsellor, and trying to remember the good times, because I think that's a thing that we forget to do when we are grieving for somebody. And I'm just going to share a moment with you guys with my dad that has remained with me to this day, and it's one of the best memories that I've ever got with him. Now, my dad used to have us in a 6 weeks holiday, me and my brother, and a lot of our days would be spent in the park. This was when it was summer in the UK. God knows what's happened to it lately, but it's not here at the moment. And we used to like playing football, flicking in and out on the domed slide. But me, my brother and my dad have always shared a love for nature and wildlife, and we used to spend a lot of time down a place called the Centre of the Earth, which is like a centre which teaches you how to do things like dye t-shirts with natural dye, and there's ponds and do fishing and stuff like that. So it's down the canal, and I spent a lot of time with my brother down the canal, swinging across it on ropes and stuff like crazy kids, and the occasional trying to smash the ice open with random tyres from the scrapyard, which didn't work well. But there was one particular time our dad took us for a ride on our bikes, our new bikes that our mum had got us. So it's always blissful riding down the canal, and my dad actually had a racing bike with them really thin tyres, which wasn't actually ideal for the gravel path. Now, it was really fine gravel, but it was still gravel, and nevertheless Dad just thought, it's a bike, my 2 boys have got a bike, let's go riding. So we was riding, stopped off, had something to eat, carried on riding, and the plan was to ride to Wolverhampton and ride back. It was a beautiful summer's day, and my dad turned round to us, and our bikes were quite quick, but obviously he's been a racing bike, it was really quick, and he thought it would show off and take off. So Dad went flying, speeding down, and literally his front tire just burst, and it just buckled into the front bars, the front forks, and literally he came off the bike. He was going straight into the canal. He must have knew in his head that he was going in there, and literally put his arms out like a professional diver, flew straight in to the canal, and he didn't come up for about 10 seconds. Me and my brother jumped off our bikes in a panic. Dad, Dad, Dad! Obviously couldn't hear us, he's underwater. And then all of a sudden, this green thing just came flying up. All his shit over him. He looked like Cousin Eating Green. It was disgusting. He had all this weed and all this rubbish all over him, but it was hilarious how he came up. He must have known he had it on him. Frightened the shit out of me and my brother, and then swam over casually. And we was literally pissing ourselves laughing. Me and my brother, we couldn't even ride our bikes. We had to walk with them for a bit, because every time we tried to get on, we just wobbled, falling off. And it's one of the best memories I have of me and my dad. Unfortunately, that day, my dad was known because he had quite extravagant gold jewellery, a lot of it as well, and he lost a ring worth £2,000 going in that water. But the memory is worth a lot more than that ring, and Dad, I just want to say thank you. And from now on, I'm going to try and think about things like this more often, and see you in a more positive light on a regular basis, instead of letting you be in this dark cloud that I seem to have when you're my dad. Guys, are there any fond memories that you've got with anyone that will stay with you forever? It doesn't necessarily have to be with someone that's passed away, but if it is, feel free to share it if you want in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a awesome day, and as always, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.